Without further ado, we bring on Chief and Super Bowl Bronco Neil Smith. Neil, happy Sunday and welcome to Laying Down the Law.
Hey guys, good morning to you guys. Okay.
Good morning, Neil. How you doing?
Almost afternoon or morning, wherever you're at. All depends on what side.
It's almost afternoon. It's almost afternoon.
We're here in San Antonio in Central Time Zone. Neil, alongside Jeff Blake, who played in the Pro Bowl with you in 1995. So happy anniversary.
Knowing very well.
Yes. We hung out plenty of times.
Yes.
So it's, we've laughed together. I think we hung out at Super Bowl maybe a couple of times too. I can't remember.
Did.
Yes.
You know, always around. It's always good seeing you or hearing from you right now. I haven't seen you in a while, but hoping everything is all well with you.
It's all well, man. I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed to have a son in the NFL now. So, been at the Rams for 2 years. So it's all good. It's a blessing, and we're just gonna continue to keep doing what we're doing as a family and as a group, and we're just gonna keep it on every day.
There you go. That's a good spirit, man. It's real good hearing that.
Neil, great to know that you had your family with you. Just got out of church, and we appreciate that. Happy Sunday, like we said. The Broncos are up this afternoon with regard and respect to the divisional playoffs against the Colts, playing the Broncos at home. You had the opportunity to put on one of those big rings known as the Super Bowl championship ring. And we want your perspective on today's game from the Denver Broncos perspective. I think they have an advantage at home, and I have one of the best quarterbacks that ever played this game in Peyton Manning.
Well, you know, and speaking of that, you know, it's nobody loves to play home but the home field advantage itself, you know, whatever team that it is. I have to say that, you know, looking at it, you are looking at one of the greatest, you know, quarterbacks that played, and they're still playing right now in Peyton Manning today. And I have to say that, you know, a lot of people playing this down like this game is really, really doesn't have no importance. I think it's a bigger game to what Peyton what Peyton have to put on his plate after football. You know, this is a team that's coming in as a very, very dangerous team. As you know, Andrew Luck is a quarterback that can move and can make things happen. But don't downplay this team, because this team is a very, very dangerous team. And I think that, you know, the Broncos have an understanding that this team can't come in and burn you. And then no lead is never comfortable enough, you know, when you have Andrew Luck that can take the ball downfield at any time and move it and score it up on you. You look at the Chiefs game last year, you know, when they came back with 27-35 back to win that ball game, you know, in Indy. So I think that, you know, this area, I can say that the Colts are in Denver way if they're trying to get to the Super Bowl, back to the Super Bowl, into winning.
We're talking with Neil Smith, and so the listeners know, you were the number 2 pick overall in the '88 draft, 6-time Pro Bowl selection, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 1-time first-team All-Pro. You have 2 Super Bowl rings and a member of the 1990s NFL All-Decade team. Always a pleasure, Neil, when you have that much experience and talent to come on the show. Tell me, how would you enjoy rushing guys like Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning?
Well, you know, we had great quarterbacks, you know, when I played too. You know, it's just the pedigree of the shield, you know, the NFL itself, you know, guys, you know, grew up just like I did, you know, and dreaming of playing one of the greatest games I ever played, you know, in NFL. And then, you know, you look at, you know, what position do you want to play? You know, look at the guys that you want to follow. And you know, I look at the guys I played, you know, I played Joe Montana and, you know, John Elway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Dan Marinos and all those, you know, those guys like that. And you know, even Jim Kelly. I mean, they just go on. And then now you look at, you know, the quarterbacks of today, those guys, you know, the game has changed a lot more. You know, more of a running type of quarterback that can move the sticks. It's dangerous to defense. But, you know, in all due respect, you know, you have to change as the game changes.
Absolutely, Neil, and I think those adjustments, you had an opportunity, like I did, to have the tutelage of Coach Tom Osborne, and I know he was a master of the adjustments, also Coach Charlie McBride. The defense, I think with 2 high-powered quarterbacks such as Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning, aren't they going to be the difference makers today in that divisional playoff game?
No question. I think turnovers always play a key part in these ball games. And not just that, special teams going to play a big key part. All three phases of the football game going to enable you to win the game. Now, you have to hear that if you don't do the phases of the game, that turnover margin is going to be different. If you turn the football over and give it to the other team, they can score. And as you know, both of these high-profile offenses can score the football at any will and any good time.
I think so. I mean, do you try to fool these quarterbacks by disguising your coverages in the secondary, try to trick?
You have to. You have to, Steve. You cannot just line up against these guys, especially these playoff guys and guys that's been in Super Bowls. You just can't line up and expect them not to tear you apart. You have to disguise fronts, coverages. You have to do it all day long because they will pick you apart. And Neil, having the opportunity to have played against you, off the beaten path for a little bit. What do you think about the rules that they have protecting the quarterbacks today? Being that you were a defensive end and you have the opportunity to just hit guys like myself and just blow us up.
Yeah, the game has changed. I sit there and I wonder, I said, man, would I even make money in playing the games of today as I was when I was playing back in my time? I started from the 80s and finished in 2000. So I played in 3 decades. And as rules changes every year, for some reason it always changes within the offense favor. Well, it's still doing that now. So, so I guess you just got to, and I'm saying to myself, the way I learned and the way I learned how to play the football game and try to keep my head across the boundary. Now they're changing the game where, you're using more shoulders. And it's kind of scary because, guys get themselves, especially defenders, defensive backs, get themselves in situations where they don't want to make those plays because they know they're going to get fined. No one wants that money to be taken out of their pocket, in playing a game that but you want to stay within the rules. But if you get yourself caught up in a situation where you have to make a decision, well, sometimes it be the wrong decision, and then you have to pay, and not just you pay, your family pays for it because it comes right out of your pocket. And I don't see and stranger that comes along with it and everything else. So, I mean, the game, I just don't know. I just said to myself, man, maybe I would have put $100,000 or $200,000 on the side, and maybe I can play to the level. But I still don't think that's going to be enough in the fines that I would have to get this year.
Well, I tell you what, we're talking with Neil Smith, the number 2 overall draft pick in the 88 draft to the Kansas City Chiefs, and then Super Bowl champion 2 times with the Denver Broncos. Let me ask you about this, Neil. You have a situation in DeMarcus Ware that left one team and then now with the Broncos, and then you have Von Miller. Kind of like your situation in Kansas City, drafted by Denver. Both playing the position similar to you. Give us your thoughts on DeMarcus Ware and then Von Miller.
I love DeMarcus Ware. I love the motor that he has. I think he's going to be a great leadership. He's almost kind of playing in the same field and the same role that I played when I left from Kansas City and came to Denver and trying to get to that, to that next level and have an opportunity to play in the biggest game in his life. And I'm really pulling for him because, very nice guy, very respectable. And I never forget, I said, you don't want to leave this game. I spoke to him one time. I said, you don't want to leave this game until you get one of these. And he looked at that ring. And it was one of the years that he was playing with Dallas, and he was one of the league leaders getting a reward. And he said, man, that right there means more than this trophy I'm getting ready to pick up. So I know it's in him because I know it's in him and sticking with him, love him. Now, on the other hand, just number 58, wow, Von Miller reminded me so much of Derek Thomas. Got so much of, some of the instincts of him when I'm watching, when he get off the football. I just want to see him have a little bit more intensity, and trying to get there, and not taking plays off. Boy, if I could turn the tape on and let him see this Derek Thomas play a game, never take a play off and think he can make every play. If Von Miller gets his game to that level, he will be unstoppable. You have to respect him because he got speed. He's going to have the crowd behind him today. So I'm pulling for both of those guys. They might get to Luck. And Luck is not one to hold the ball too long. Got to have somebody to also watch him running from the quarterback spot today.
Neil Smith, 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Denver Broncos. So I'm assuming and believing you have the Denver Broncos winning this game, moving on to the AFC Championship against the Tom Brady New England Patriots.
You know what? I do have them moving on, and I'm gonna tell you why. I would love to see the Brady, and I would love to see the matchup on next week of Denver Broncos and the Patriots. But I think that if Peyton Manning gonna really put a mark on who he is, he has to lead this team in this tournament and try to win and get back to that championship game and get back to show that they are better than what they were the last year when they lost the Super Bowl. And, it's a lot of pressure on them, but you don't have to have all the pressure because you're still a team game, and you have to play within the format of the team to make things happen. I think that Peyton will get that group rallied today.
There it is. And, Neil, you're going to be out in Arizona, too. I'm trying to get Jeff to commit to get out there as well.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I will be there and looking forward to seeing you guys.
Absolutely. Right, we're going to have a party at one of our sponsors, Hop Dottie out in Scottsdale. That's also going to be a party for me for my birthday. It's a couple days after that. So love to have you stop by, man, and just have a burger and a beverage and enjoy Texas a little bit and chop it up while you enjoy a great time in Arizona. It'll be a pleasure to see an alum as well of the University of Nebraska, and appreciate your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on your birthday. And, yes, I will have a Coke and a smile for you.
All right. Appreciate you, Neil. Thanks again, man. Thanks. All right. Yeah. Have a great day. We're going to take a sidebar. We're going to come back. We're just going to see what happens. You can give us a call. WilkesAir.com hotline 210-656-ESPN. Talk with Jeff Blake. It's his anniversary for him getting to the Pro Bowl. We'll talk a little more about that. He's going to bring his training to San Antonio as well, help out the youth. And also, we're gearing up for the Cowboys and the Packers straight up at noon right here on Laying Down the Law.